My name is Scott Sanchez, and I'm excited to be graduating with my Master's in Public Administration. I'm joining the esteemed ranks of double alums from the University of New Mexico. I got my bachelor's degree in 2016 in philosophy and political science, and I'm excited to be graduating as a member of the class of 22 with my master's degree from the School of Public Administration. If there was like a sub-author on my degree, it would be my wife, because she really is like the only reason that we got through this. We decided that I would try my best to squeeze this degree in before the pandemic was over, and here we are. School for the kids from home was incredibly difficult. It was taxing on her in a way that I don't think any parenting experience has been previously, because you have 3 kids at 3 different grade levels needing different levels of involvement, and she did it pretty much by herself. Being staff council president was the fun part. I was able to take my knowledge, skills, and abilities and really turn it into something that I thought would benefit not just myself, but like my coworkers. Staff council is not just the number of resolutions you pass, but it's the influence you have.
It is only fitting that we acknowledge the direct role that staff play in help meeting all the milestones folks are so excited to share with you today. Staff want to do their part, and we're going to continue to regardless of what comes next.
When I say I bleed cherry and silver, it's not because I know everybody on the basketball team or I've gone to a lot of Lobo football games. It's about having those connections on campus that go beyond just the classroom. And it doesn't matter whether somebody graduated in 1969 or 2019, those connections are still there. We may not be Harvard, but I would challenge that most of our graduates could hold their own.
Like a mix of emotions. I'm nervous, I'm excited. I can't believe that what I've gone through to get here on this journey, it's finally here. I'm Shannon Gonzalez, and I'm graduating with my Master's of Occupational Therapy from the University of New Mexico. First semester, there was a lot of challenges, mostly just me not believing in myself or my ability. I lost my dad when I was 7 years old to suicide. It was like a huge transition for all of us. It definitely triggers me sometimes because my daughter is 7 and I was 7 around the time that it happened. And so, just the thought of losing a parent at that age definitely resurfaces a lot of that emotion again in me. Sorry, I'm getting all emotional. The main thing that helped power me through school was definitely my family.
Mama sandwich, kiss her, squish
Just having that support system there for me to help bring me up when I'm down and help remind me of the person that I am and the person that I'm becoming has really helped kind of motivate me to just keep going and get it done. Working on myself is the biggest thing, I will say, because those challenges make us better. They help us grow as human beings. We all have our stories, we all have our triggers. Some of us experience them different than others, but you just have to keep pushing, keep going, keep growing.
I'm from Albuquerque, so being able to grow up here and then continue to go to school here has been a great experience. I'm Carly Mays, and I'm graduating with my psychology degree. I'm also going to be graduating next fall with my MBA. That's one of my teammates. Soccer has given me some of my best friends here at UNM.
Touch miss, cross, gets it on goal, and it's saved off the line.
Soccer is when I'm the most happiest. It's easy to forget about everything else.
From New Mexico, Carly Mays.
La Cueva. I was on varsity for 3 years, and we won a state championship my senior year.
Get the trophy! The New Mexico Lobos are your Mountain West Conference champions.
Definitely one of the biggest accomplishments and highlights for me was winning the Mountain West last year on our home field with all of our fans there. That was great. It was a night game, and it was against San Diego State, so it was just one of the most fun things I've ever experienced in my life.
Congratulations, Coach
Thank
Heather
you guys.
Knight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I've actually played soccer since I was like 4 years old, so it's been something that's been a part of my life forever. I would love to go pro. I'm hopefully trying to go overseas or stay here in the US, but I'm definitely going to play for as long as I can until I can't anymore. I would want a future Lobo to know that their future is all theirs, and it's important that they pick something that they're really happy with because there's so many opportunities and different things to do here.
My name is Emma Hotz, and I am studying political science and sociology. I always hear the advice, like, you get out of it what you put into it, and I think that's especially true at UNM. I really wanted to get involved, so at New Student Orientation, I immediately reached out to my New Student Orientation leader and joined a sorority. I got involved with ASUNM and joined other on-campus organizations like Lobothron, and then now I'm Chief of Staff working with the president of ASUNM, and then I'm also working with the Asian American Pacific Islander Resource Center. I decided to pursue the career that I'm doing now just because I've always kind of been interested in those big issues that the world is facing at the moment, whether it be basic needs or race and equity. I had always talked about it with my friends, that it was interesting that there wasn't a center for Asian Americans on our campus, and so that's what I really wanted with that resource center is for students to have an opportunity to find community or have a place of belonging. Either way, I was able to see where advocacy needed to be, and I think that's just kind of where I found my passion and where I want to continue to do that. Whether it be working in nonprofits, working with the state legislature, whatever it may be, I think that's where I see myself in the future and advocating for those marginalized communities and everything.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm Pam Agoyo, the Director of American Indian Student Services and Special Assistant to the President for American Indian Affairs. The processional will begin in a few minutes. Please take your seats and please silence all cell phones and electronic devices. To ensure safety and enjoyment for everyone, please note that smoking, including e-cigarettes, lighters, and other open flames, are not permitted at any time. Standing and tripods are also not permitted in the aisles. Brief periods for photo taking will be permitted, but please return to your seats as quickly as possible. You may not sit or lean over the concourse rails. Please take a moment to locate the nearest exit. In the event of an emergency, a special announcement will be made. Please listen to the announcement and follow the directions of the event staff and ushers. Good morning. We are pleased to have you join us at the University of New Mexico's 2022 Spring Commencement Ceremony. Today, you will witness a ceremony rich in tradition as we recognize our doctoral graduates in a formal hooding ceremony, and we will individually recognize those students who have completed their coursework to earn master's, bachelor's, and associate's degrees. Processing in first and wearing gold regalia, the University of New Mexico is honored to welcome our most seasoned alumni, the Alumni Emeriti from the classes of 1970, 1971, and 1972. Many have traveled far and wide to be here this morning to wish success upon the class of 2022. Our academic processional begins with faculty, doctoral degree candidates, master's degree candidates, bachelor's degree candidates, and associate degree candidates. After all graduates and faculty are seated, the President's platform will enter, led by the University Mace Bearer, Faculty Senate President, and Associate Professor of English, Finney Coleman, and the University Secretary, Nancy Middlebrook. The mace is a traditional ceremonial staff as a symbol of the faculty's authority. Faculty members wear colorful and distinctive academic attire. As witnessed this morning, the robe is often black. However, academic institutions may sanction the use of other colors. The length of the robe, the width of the sleeves, borders, and the length of the hood increase with each advanced degree. Colors in the velvet hood borders represent the specific field of study in which the degree was earned. The colors of the lining identify the institution which granted the degree. Recipients of a Doctor of Philosophy degree, also called a PhD, are awarded hoods trimmed in dark blue velvet. Doctor of Education, or EDD, is light blue. Doctor of Nursing is gold. Doctor of Medicine, or MD, is green. Juris Doctor, or JD, is purple. Doctor of Pharmacy, or PharmD, is olive. And Master of Fine Arts, or MFA, is brown. The silk lining of the hood displays the official colors of the university conferring the degree. For UNM, the hood is lined in cherry and silver. The cap, either a tam or mortarboard, is usually black and accented with a tassel. Processing in with the faculty are the doctoral and master degree candidates. The doctoral candidates are in black gowns and carrying their hoods to be placed upon them by their faculty mentors later in the ceremony. The master's candidates wear black gowns and process in wearing their hoods. After the masters are the baccalaureate and associate candidates wearing cherry gowns and colorful tassels on their mortarboards that represent their area of study. Leading the degree candidates from each college are the banner carriers. The college banners are ceremonial flags bearing the university seal. They represent the schools and colleges by displaying the colors traditionally associated with the various disciplines. The use of ceremonial banners dates to the 1500s and is carried out this morning by UNM employees selected by their deans. everyone please rise for the President's Platform Party? I'm pleased to introduce the President's Platform Party, led by Faculty Senate President and Associate Professor of English, Finney Coleman, carrying the University Mace, and University Secretary, Nancy Middlebrook. The University Mace is a ceremonial staff displayed as a symbol of authority. Following our leaders are Platform Marshals Connie Beimer and Grace Faustino. Board of Regents President Douglas Brown, Board of Regents Vice President Kimberly Sanchez-Rayal, Board of Regents Secretary-Treasurer Sandra Begay, Regent Robert Schwartz, and Student Regent Randy Coe. University President Garnet S. Stokes, President and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs James Holloway, Executive Vice President of the Health Sciences Center Douglas Ziodonis, Senior Vice President of Finance and Administration Teresa Constantinidis, Senior Vice Provost Barbara Gonzalez, Vice President for Student Affairs Tim Gutierrez, Vice President for the Division of Equity and Inclusion Asata Zarai, Vice President for Research Ellen Fisher, HSC Vice President for Research Richard Larson, Vice President for Enrollment Management, Dan Garcia, Dean, Graduate Studies, Julie Coonrod, Dean, College of Arts and Sciences, Arash Mafi, Dean, School of Engineering, Christos Christodoulou, Dean, College of Education and Human Sciences, Hansel Burley, Dean, School of Medicine, Michael Richards, Dean, College of Pharmacy, Donald Godwin, Dean, College of Fine Arts, Harris Smith, Dean, School of Architecture and Planning, Robert Gonzalez, Dean, School of Law, Sergio Pareja, Dean, Anderson School of Management, Mitzi Montoya, Dean, College of Nursing, Christine Casper, Director of Education, College of Population Health, Christine Tollestrup, Dean, Honors College and University College, Eric Lau, Dean, College of University Libraries and Learning Sciences, Leo Lowe, President of the Alumni Association, Mike Silva, President, Graduate and Professional Student Association, David Savadra, President, Associated Students of the University of New Mexico, Gregory Romero, Stephanie McGyver, Executive Director, Student Health and Counseling, and Karine Gonzalez, Strategic Project Director, General Administration, Keynote Speaker, Mark Herman, and Music Major in Vocal Performance, Cameron Smith. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the UNM Army ROTC Color Guard and the singing of our national anthem by Vocal Performance Major Cameron Smith.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
President Stokes, I declare that all are assembled and in order for the University of New Mexico's 2022 Spring Commencement Ceremony. College banners will now be posted and the university mace set in place by Faculty Senate President Finney Coleman to signal the beginning of our ceremony.
Good morning, Lobos. I'm Garnet Stokes, President of the University of New Mexico. To all of you here today, welcome. But first, I want to thank those who have come before us. Founded in 1889, the University of New Mexico sits on the traditional homelands of the Pueblo of Sandia. The original peoples of New Mexico, Pueblo, Navajo, and Apache tribes have significant connection to the land and the broader community statewide, and we honor the land itself and those who have been stewards of this land throughout the generations. We gratefully acknowledge our history. Please be seated. This morning we celebrate your journey and accomplishments at UNM. Throughout your time here, you have helped write the continuing story of the University of New Mexico. And let me tell you, you've helped us write what must be one of the most interesting chapters in our story. But now it's time for us and you to turn the page. Now it is time for you to help write the future of our state, our nation, and the planet. We will watch with pride and certainty as you make your way into the world. Each of you carries forward the values and the spirit of the University of New Mexico, a place where each of us defines all of us. Graduates, we are proud of you and everything you've accomplished to be here today. As you walk across the stage, I hope that you will reflect on every step, big and small, as individuals and as a pack, that have led you to be here now. It is my distinct pleasure to speak on behalf of the entire University of New Mexico community as we honor your achievements today. I would like to recognize and introduce the members of the UNM Board of Regents who have joined us. I invite them to stand as I call their names. Regent President Douglas Brown, Regent Vice President Kimberly Sanchez-Rayal, Regent Secretary Treasurer Sandra Begay, Regent Robert Schwartz, and Regent Randy Coe. Thank you for your support of our Lobo graduates. Now please join me in welcoming Student Regent Randy Coe to offer greetings to our graduating class.
Good morning, Lobos. On behalf of the Board of Regents, it is my privilege and honor to congratulate you, 2022 graduates. I was born and raised here in Albuquerque, New Mexico as a lifelong New Mexican. And as a University of New Mexico graduate in biochemistry and East Asian studies, I was in your shoes just 4 years ago feeling the same sense of accomplishment and excitement. We are excited to celebrate this special day with you and with your families and supporters who gather to witness this pivotal moment in your lives. Graduates, you inspire us. Your intellectual and emotional strength and your perseverance and resilience are just a short list of the notable qualities you embody and no doubt have served you well to achieve this milestone. As we emerge from the long and dark days of the pandemic, let us be optimistic about the future. How can we not be? For we are certain each of you will continue what you started. Your unique path of discovery as an inquirer to deepen and expand your understanding of yourself and about the world around you, and to follow your dreams and be a part of something bigger, and to be of service to others. The future is certainly bright. As a dual doctoral MD-PhD student currently pursuing my career to be a physician scientist, my time at UNM is currently providing me with a world-class education. I am proud that we can have this experience right here in New Mexico. What differentiates us after graduation is our ability to continue to grow. I encourage you to keep learning and to pick up that book or an audiobook or a podcast and to learn about any topic that you're interested in and passionate about. Please share what you learned with your colleagues, friends, and families, and continue to bring each other to a successful future. When you're successful, please bring someone with you. Don't forget that. I know you'll rise to that challenge. As you continue your journey, let UNM's motto, "Each of us defines all of us," go with you. Tell others about UNM, how the special environment and your experiences here have shaped you and prepared you for your next frontier. Congratulations, graduates. Join me in a round of applause for yourselves, for your classmates, and for those who have steadfastly supported you along the way.
Please join me in welcoming associated students at the University of New Mexico, better known as ASUNM, President Gregory Romero, to offer greetings to our graduating students.
Good morning, Lobos. It's a pleasure to be able to speak with you all here today. My name is Greg Romero, and for literally the final time, I am your ASUNM president. I want to start off by saying congratulations. What it took for you to be here today is nothing short of spectacular. I don't think people truly understand how difficult it is to be a college student in 2022. We're a class that has made it through unprecedented hardship, a global pandemic, and yet here we are, minutes away from walking across this very stage and being handed our diplomas. So please give yourselves a round of applause for that. The University of New Mexico is truly a special place. I've loved every second of my time here, but more importantly, I love the person that I have grown to become here at this university. Of course, the faculty and staff have played a large part in doing that, but truly, it is you all that have made this place so unique. I want to say thank you for being a group of peers that has pushed me and pushed each other to be the best they can possibly be. I truly hope each of you have felt the same way on your path to a degree. I want everyone here to join in on a very, very quick, easy activity with me if you can. You're all about to be graduates, start the next journey in your lives. So think of a goal that you have going forward. This could be a career goal. This could be a personal goal, a goal that you might have for your community. Just think of one. Everybody got one? Okay. Sitting here today, graduates of the University of New Mexico, know that there is not a barrier in the world that can get in the way of you accomplishing your biggest goals. There's a quote that I once heard, and if you've heard me speak before, then you've probably heard me say it. Life is not about finding yourself, but life is about creating yourself. As we close the book on one chapter and begin writing the first page of the next, I encourage you to think about this quote. What are your goals? Where will you make an impact on the world, and how will you do it? What inspires you? Who is the person that you strive to create? Okay, let's take a second and go back to those goals that we thought about. Whatever that goal might have been, I challenge you to dream bigger. You will only go as far as your mind will let you, and in a life that requires you to create the person that you want to be, create someone who takes chances, pushes boundaries, and breaks through the ceiling that society may think that you have. Create someone who reaches for the stars regardless of the fear of failure. You'll see that when you do that, you truly will be creating a world in which you open yourself up for growth and the success that you want to see. As Lobos and as alum, this outlook on the world is not expected, but it is necessary. You now have a responsibility to go out and not just impact your community, this city, or this state. You have a responsibility to change the world. I know. Change the world, big task. I told you, dream big. Congratulations to all of you again on being here today. Good luck on your future endeavors. Create the person that you want to be and dream big. Thank you.
Please now join me in welcoming Graduate and Professional Student Association President David Savadra to offer greetings to our graduate students.
Good morning, everyone. Congratulations, class of 2022. We did it. Heartfelt gratitude to all of the family, friends, and loved ones that we are surrounded by today. Many of us would not have made it to commencement if it were not for the tremendous support systems that pushed and believed in us, even when we did not believe in ourselves. With that, I'll take a quick moment to give a shout out to my support system. Thank you for always being there for me. I love each and every one of you. My name is David Savadra, and this past academic year, I had the absolute pleasure of serving as the president of the Graduate and Professional Student Association, the University of New Mexico's Graduate and Professional Student Government. I am a part of this class, graduating with a Master of Public Administration degree from the School of Public Administration. Shout out to all the teal hoods. To all graduating with a master or doctoral degree, you have done so much to impact the campus culture of the University of New Mexico. You are our campus educators, researchers, developers, innovators, forward thinkers, leaders, and truly, you're an integral part of this state's flagship institution. You're doctors, lawyers, engineers, policymakers, and so much more. I see all that you do and all that you have accomplished, and I stand with you. I am honored to have been able to serve as your representative. I know that you are going to continue advancing and impacting the world. You are emerging as a highly skilled workforce into the great state of New Mexico and beyond. Graduates, whether your plans are to stay here in the land of enchantment or to venture away, I wish you the best of luck. On behalf of all graduate and professional students here at the University of New Mexico, thank you for being such great role models to the rest of the pack. Congratulations on your much-deserved degrees. Go out into the world and demonstrate what the University of New Mexico is all about. Thank you, congratulations, and go Lobos.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce this year's commencement speaker, Mark Herman, who is currently the Chief Executive Officer of Dion's. Born and raised in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Mark Herman started working at Dion's as a pizza maker after graduating from high school in 1987. In 1991, he graduated from the University of New Mexico with a BA in economics. After a short stint at Mass Mutual, Mr. Herman accepted a general manager position with Dion's in 1992. Over the next 15 years, he took on various roles in the company and earned his unofficial MBA from the School of Hard Knocks. In 2006, he became COO and focused on developing Dion's culture, management talent, and systems to prepare for successful growth. Mr. Herman became Chief Executive Officer in December 2013, leading the company's strategic growth plan and financial recapitalization. Mr. Herman's why is contribute. He has a passion for building teams and helping others be successful. He is a lifetime member of Leadership New Mexico and is a member of Vistage International. He serves on the boards of Horizons Albuquerque, the University of New Mexico Alumni Association, and is past president of the Golden Apple Foundation of New Mexico. Without further ado, please give a warm Lobo welcome to Mark Herman.
Good morning. Wow. Good morning, class of 2022, families, friends, faculty, staff. I want to tackle the toughest question first this morning. Whenever I walk into a room of people, I get asked one question more than any other. So the answer is, no, I did not bring pizza for everybody. I would have, but I heard that if you don't bring enough to share with everyone, you shouldn't bring any. So it is such an honor to be here today. I want to thank UNM and President Stokes. Growing up in New Mexico and getting my degree at UNM, I can't think of an institution that means more to this community. So to be able to celebrate with all of you today, your day of recognition for the hard work that's gone into your education. I mean, you put in the hours, you've handled all the pressure, all the stress, and today you've come out the other side. And I recently learned that there might be a bright side to all the stresses of life. I was on a tour of a winery, and someone asked the winemaker, what gives a wine the most complex and rich flavor? The winemaker looked over and he said, well, grapes are a lot like people. The ones that have been through a lot of stress are a lot more interesting. So I have a feeling today that as you get ready to graduate, you too, in your time at UNM, have become a lot more interesting. At Dion's, one of the favorite things I get to do is meet with people in our management training program. When we begin that conversation, I hand them a business card, and I ask them to turn it over, because it's not important what's on the front. The important part's on the back. And when you look on the back of the card, it has a proverb that I learned from former UNM President Choki Abdallah. And it says this: if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. If you want to go far, go together. My message for you today is that in a world that feels often less human and less caring and less connected, each of us, each of you, have a choice in life. You can choose to build connection, you can choose to lift others up rather than tear them down, and you can help create community together. Thanks. In my wildest dreams, way back in 1991, I never would have pictured being on this stage or having this time with you. Honestly, when I was sitting in your seat, I was thinking, so now what do I do? Everything up to that point had been somewhat planned out. I'd seen the movie Wall Street, the original one with Michael Douglas and Charlie Sheen, and that sparked my dream at the time. I wanted to live a life of hustle and bustle and finance and big parties and penthouses and yachts. You see, I thought that's what represented success. So I went to some job interviews, and being a well-educated Lobo, I got some offers. So I decided on a job selling insurance and investments. I studied, I took my test to be licensed to sell. I bought a couple of very mediocre fitting suits and ties. And I had a desk and a phone. I was pretty excited. And on that very first day of selling, my boss walks in and he puts the phone book down. Now, for those of you who are not around in the 90s, a phone book is like a little slice of Google, but printed on really thin paper and in tiny print. So he puts the phone book down, he goes, start selling. Except I did not know at the time, and neither did he, I had one major problem that I was unaware of. I am a horrible salesperson. I'm kind of shy, I was nervous, I really had no clue what I was doing. So I start making phone calls, and of course, I got hung up on, I got cursed at. Occasionally though, I would land a meeting with an elderly person who had no interest in buying anything. They were just too nice to hang up on me. So I ended my career as a investment specialist, having sold 2 life insurance policies. One to my wife, and one to me. So, I mean, think about it. I couldn't even sell anything to my mom and dad. So I had started that big fancy dream of success by just tripping over the starting line. I was bummed out, I was embarrassed. I mean, after all, I had a degree. You know, it's supposed to be easy now. But that's not really how life works, is it? So I sulked and I slinked and went back to the 2 jobs that I had during my time at UNM. Bank teller during the day and pizza maker at night. Maybe I'd go back for an MBA or a law degree, I thought. And then, around the holidays that year, the 2 founders of Dion's, John Patton and Bill Scott, approached me about the idea of managing a Dion's restaurant. And I was flattered, but honestly, in the back of my mind, I was thinking, I don't know, I think I'm supposed to be something, you know, much bigger and more important. And yet, I mean, really, the restaurant industry. So then they told me what they would pay me, and I thought, okay, I could do that for a year until I get a real job. But what really happened in that conversation, when I look back, is that they told me, these 2 men that I respected, told me how and why they believed in me. They were taking the time and putting in the effort and the mentorship for me. So I started my journey as a Dion's general manager. I had no formal leadership training. What I did have was an education. I had people like my 3rd grade teacher, Mrs. Graham, who told my parents that the reason I talked way too much in class was that I needed to be challenged. I had people like Mrs. Robertson or Mr. Kuh in high school English who gave me C's because they wanted me to be a better writer, and others. So I wasn't trained in leadership, but I had the ability to communicate an idea, to set and achieve goals, and most importantly, to find common ground with other people. So I found that I naturally worked with my team, asked questions, worked alongside them. I learned about why they were working, what they liked about school and work, and really what they dreamed of becoming in their lives. In that first Dion's that I managed, there was a big cleaning inspection coming up. So the night before, a bunch of us stayed late to just try and make the restaurant really sparkle. And around 1 a.m., this young lady who was working for me, she was cleaning under the pizza ovens. I mean, she's down underneath a space about this big, scrubbing away. And she pops her head out, looks at me. She said, "Wow, I can't believe you're still here." And I said, "Well, I mean, you're all still here. Why wouldn't I be here?" And she looked back at me and she said, "No boss I ever had stayed to help clean." And she went back to work. And I remember that point clearly to this day because that is the place and time where it began to hit me. My connection to my team mattered not just to me, but to them. And it lit a fire in me to build those connections. So as I learned more about my teammates, our goals became shared goals. My success became helping each person find the place where they could thrive. Each of us were there for different reasons, but we were definitely better together. We were building community. And I'm so fortunate that I got to watch many of them go off to college, build careers, start families. I figured out that success isn't about selling, it's not about personal gain, it's not about fancy parties or yachts. I mean, truthfully, I don't even like boats and water, but maybe because I grew up in New Mexico. What fuels me, though, is seeing people for who they are, listening, investing time and attention to help them on their journey. Maybe they want to buy their first car or take a first leadership role. Maybe they need a reference letter because they're headed off to college or the military. Helping people build fulfilling lives and careers in the way they define it. I realize that I have been privileged and fortunate to find people who believe in me. I've made mistakes all along the way. Failed jobs, a failed Dion's restaurant in Salt Lake City, a broken relationship. And none of those experiences were fun, but I learned. Different people came alongside me at different times. Sometimes they found me. Sometimes I had to learn to ask for help. I've reached out to coaches. I've reached out to therapists, to to friends, to mentors for help. And I stand here today with you, a product of those people's willingness to give their time and attention to me, because that is what people in a community do. I mentioned that recently I toured a winery and someone asked the winemaker what gives a wine a more rich and complex flavor. And he replied, that grapes are like people. The ones that have been through stress are a lot more interesting. He went on though. He also said, the job of the winemaker is to care for the stressed out grapes, to nurture them, and then to finally bring them all together to make something beautiful. So class of 2022, my hope for you is simply that you get out there, you find your way. You all have the greatest gift. You know how to learn, and you know how to communicate. Expect some bumps and bruises along the way, but remember that there are so many people willing to help. And don't be afraid to ask for help. I mean, you guys are Lobos, you're gonna do big things. That's right. And when you do those big things, I'm asking you to make that choice to lift other people up, to build community, do little things, smile at people, remember their name, ask them about their journey. And like that winemaker, find ways to bring people together in this world that is so pulled apart right now. Find ways to bring people together and create something beautiful. Class of 2022, all of us here are so proud of you and so excited and inspired to see what you do next. I cannot thank you enough for your time this morning. Congratulations. Let's go, Lobos.
Mark, thank you so much for joining us on this momentous occasion and sharing with you your story. That was really uplifting, so thank you. And as a token of our respect for you and our thanks, we offer you this gift. Thank you so much. So we have graduates of the class of 2022 whose academic achievements we are here to celebrate. We are so proud to recognize the accomplishments of our graduates, and we ask that each group rise when called. Would the staff as students, graduates, please rise? These graduates are UNM staff members who completed a degree program while maintaining their job at the university. Congratulations. Thank you. Some of our graduates won the university's top scholarships. Will UNM's graduating Regents, Presidential, Truman, National Merit, Ronald McNair, and Research Opportunity Scholars please rise? A number of our students are graduating with honors. First, we have students who are graduating cum laude with grade point averages between 3.5 and 3.74. Would you please rise to be recognized? Thank you. Will our our magna cum laude graduates with grade points between 3.75 and 3.89 stand to be recognized. Thank you. Next, we have our summa cum laude graduates with grade point averages of 3.9 and above. Please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Our honors graduates have been inducted into several national honor societies. Will graduates who are members of Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Kappa Phi, Golden Key, Mortarboard, Sigma Tau Delta, and Tau Sigma Delta honor societies and the National Society of Collegiate Scholars and Golden Key please rise to be recognized? Thank you. Finally, the university awards the designation of distinction to graduate students as recognition for exceptional performance on specific examinations. To receive distinction, there must be agreement of the examining committee and approval by the department chair. Will our master and doctoral candidates graduating with distinction please rise? All of our honors graduates have achieved a level of distinction of which we are exceedingly proud. Congratulations on your many academic achievements. The University of New Mexico is also honored to recognize a notable group of graduates with us today. Select members of this class have committed to serving our country through the armed forces. Throughout their years of study, they have dedicated themselves to a curriculum of study and leadership training in the Army, Marines, Navy, and Air Force ROTC units. Upon graduation, they are commissioned as second lieutenants in the U.S. Armed Forces. Our graduating class also consists of graduating military veterans, military active duty, National Guard, and the reserves. Let us now take a moment to remember and recognize our graduates serving abroad who cannot be with us today. Now, will all graduating service members please rise? Join me in applauding their service to this great nation. Thank you. Each year, the university presents an award for the most distinguished doctoral thesis. The Tom L. Popejoy Dissertation Prize of $2,500 is awarded annually for the most distinguished doctoral dissertation written at the University of New Mexico. It was designed as a permanent memorial emphasizing excellence at the highest academic level. This year's award recipient is Dr. Amy E. Thompson. Dr. Amy Thompson is an anthropological archaeologist whose research evaluates inequality and human-environment interactions among the classic Maya through settlement patterns, spatial modeling, remote sensing, and household archaeology. For over a decade, she has conducted research in southern Belize, working alongside indigenous Mopan Maya communities. Her work relies heavily on geospatial methods, including GIS and LIDAR, and multi-proxy chronology building to understand household decision-making and inherited inequality through a lens of human behavioral ecology. She explores how people move across the landscape, models ancient neighborhoods, and analyzes differential access to resources. Dr. Thompson is first author on 5 peer-reviewed articles published in PLOS 1, the Journal of Archaeological Science, the Journal of Archaeological Method and Theory, and Remote Sensing. She's co-author on 6 additional peer-reviewed articles and has authored several conference proceedings, chapters, book chapters. Her research has been funded by the National Science Foundation, the Explorers Club, the Society for American Archaeology, the Copan Maya Foundation, and the University of New Mexico. Dr. Thompson earned her BA in anthropology from the University of Minnesota in Twin Cities in 2009. She earned her Master of Science in 2011 and her PhD in 2019, both from the Department of Anthropology at the University of New Mexico. From 2020 to 2021, she was a Bass Postdoctoral Fellow at the Field Museum of Natural History in Chicago, Illinois. Dr. Thompson is currently an assistant professor in the Department of Geography and the Environment at the University of Texas in Austin. Dr. Thompson is not here to accept the award today. She's actually in Belize conducting her research, but please join me in recognizing her for this significant achievement. Now I would like to extend a warm welcome to our alumni emeriti who are joining this ceremony commemorating their 50-year anniversaries as graduates of UNM. We are privileged to have these longtime Lobos celebrating with us today as they truly demonstrate that indeed we are Lobos for life. These alumni demonstrate the enduring bond that comes with a UNM degree, a tie to your alma mater that lasts a lifetime. Our alumni emeriti traveled from all over the country to join us this morning. Will the classes of 1970, 1971, and 1972 please stand to be recognized? Thank you. So class of 2022, you are about to become proud alumni of the University of New Mexico. I now ask Mike Silva, President of the Alumni Association, to welcome you as alumni.
Distinguished guests, administrators, faculty, staff, families, friends, and members of the class of 22, my name is Michael Silva, President of your UNM Alumni Association. I am honored and humbled to address you this morning, and I congratulate you on your achievements. While your family has instilled in you who you are as individuals, UNM has built on that foundation to provide you with the tools, knowledge, education, and experience from which you can now forge your own unique identities and journeys. The Alumni Association will be here to help you however we can and whenever we can. You will walk out of this arena today as members of the association. It's free and it's for life. The association is a powerful network dedicated to connecting you to other Lobos, no matter where you may go, by keeping you informed of the vast programs and activities happening at the university, and by providing opportunities to get together, network, mentor, and continue to build Lobo pride. What I see out here today is a massive. In reggae music, large gatherings of people, a group, a collective who come together for the love of music are called a massive. When we hear the word massive, we think of huge, gigantic, colossal, or mighty. So what we have out here today is a massive, a mighty group, a powerful collective who have come together this morning to accept diplomas declaring all of you as bona fide Lobos. I am asking all of you, I'm challenging you to be enormous, to be huge, to be massive in your service to our university, your families, and your communities. Whatever your next steps are, I encourage you to be proud of what you have accomplished here at UNM. You are a Lobo for life, but in no way let it define you. My mentor taught me the importance of the whole person, that who you are in totality matters. Service to others matters. Take the experiences you had here at UNM, the degrees earned, and head out into the world eager to achieve, to be successful, but never let the warmth of your success allow you to sit comfortably by while those around you suffer. UNM aims to send fantastic people out into the world. Job well done, UNM. Count yourselves among them. I am coming to you to ask you, challenge you to become leaders of leaders, to seize your time here in this life, to value and cherish friendships, to believe in yourself, and never be afraid to acknowledge that you are a good person, a valuable person. To be a Lobo who is massive in your service to others, and finally to realize it is important more than anything to simply be a good person, a whole person. Everything else is secondary. Go Lobos.
Thank you, Mr. Silva. Before we recognize the degree candidates, I'd like to take a moment to introduce those who will be assisting me in our presentation. I ask that they please stand when I call their names. Julie Coonrod, Dean, Graduate Studies. Finney Coleman, Associate Professor, English, and Faculty Senate President. Pam Agoyo, Director of American Indian Student Services. Stephanie McIver, Executive Director of Counseling and Therapy Services, and Corin Gonzalez, Strategic Project Director for General Administration. Please give them applause and thank you. Thank you. We also have staff volunteers assisting us in handing out diploma covers to commemorate your participation in the ceremony today. I ask that they please stand when I call their names. Carolyn Gutierrez, Senior Operations Manager in the Registrar's Office. Katrina Keller, Student Employee. Kiyoko Simmons, Director of our Center for Academic Excellence and Leadership Development. Elisha Allen, Core IT Service Specialist in Academic Technologies. Please give them our applause and thanks. Provost James Holloway and Executive Vice President Doug Ziodonis will now present the candidates for doctoral degrees.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, Juris Doctor, and Master of Fine Arts please rise? Madam President, it is my honor to present these candidates who, upon completion of their academic requirements, are recommended by the University of New Mexico faculty to the Regents for their respective degrees. Dr. Ziodonis.
Good morning, graduates, family, friends. We're so glad you're here. Will the candidates for the Doctor of Nursing Practice, Doctor of Pharmacy, Doctor of Medicine, and Doctor of Physical Therapy please rise? Madam President, on behalf of Provost Holloway, It's a promotion for you, buddy. And myself, it is now our honor to present these candidates who, upon completion of their academic requirements, are recommended by the University of New Mexico faculty to the regents for their respective degrees. Congratulations.
I hereby confer upon you your respective degrees with all of the rights, honors, responsibilities pertaining to them. Congratulations to all of you. You can be seated, but as directed by the marshals, will our doctoral candidates please come forward to be recognized and to be hooded by their faculty mentors.
The University of New Mexico is a Carnegie-designated Research One university with about 80 departments. 50 of those from 8 different colleges offer the Doctor of Philosophy degree. Philosophy is the foundation of critical thinking. PhD scholars produce original research that expands the boundaries of knowledge in their respective field. PhD students defend their dissertation to a committee of faculty and experts. Typically, the faculty advisor hoods the PhD, which you're about to watch. Additionally, UNM awards 5 professional doctorates in medicine, law, physical therapy, nursing practice, and pharmacy. Please join me in congratulating our doctoral students. You all should be coming up. Abu Bakar Siddiqui, PhD in engineering, hooded by Dr. Julie Coonrod. Christopher Jackson, PhD in nursing, hooded by Dr. Amy Levi. Brenda Gonzalez, Doctor of Nursing Practice, hooded by Amy Levi. Judy Landavazo Liebhard, Doctor of Nursing Practice, hooded by Dr. Heidi Rogers. Jonathan Judy Del Rosario, Doctor of Nursing Practice, hooded by Dr. Christine De Lucas. Vanessa Tahi, Doctor of Nursing Practice, hooded by Dr. Christine De Lucas. Eric Reibsamer, Doctor of Nursing Practice, hooded by Dr. Christine De Lucas. Bobby Bluford, Doctor of Nursing Practice, hooded by Dr. Christine DeLucas. Nikki May, Doctor of Nursing Practice, hooded by Dr. Roberta Lavin. Shovana Rachel White, Doctor of Nursing Practice, hooded by Dr. Judy Leisveld. Reynaldo Albano Gonzalez, Doctor of Nursing Practice, hooded by Dr. Jan Martin. Kristen Yeppa, Doctor of Nursing Practice, hooded by Dr. Jan Martin. Carol Menora Young, Doctor of Nursing Practice, hooded by Dr. Melissa Cole. Ashley Gonzalez, Doctor of Nursing Practice, hooded by Dr. Melissa Cole. Lori Ann Marie Lelly, Doctor of Nursing Practice, hooded by Dr. Kristen Ostrom Niemowitz. Tina Bray, Doctor of Nursing Practice, hooded by Dr. Sharon Schaaf. Nicole Romero, Doctor of Nursing Practice, hooded by Dr. Tamara Shannon. Michelle Martin, Doctor of Philosophy and History, hooded by Dr. Durwood Ball. Elspeth Iralu, Doctor of Philosophy and American Studies, hooded by Dr. Alyosha Goldstein. Joseph Moreno, Doctor of Philosophy and Language, Literature, and Sociocultural Studies, hooded by Dr. Rebecca Bloom Martinez. Jose Antonio Licea Languas, PhD in Language, Literature, and Sociocultural Studies, hooded by Dr. Rebecca Bloom Martinez. Anthony Zadinyana, PhD in Communication, Dr. Shinsuke Aguchi. Case K. Kimura, Doctor of Philosophy and Communication, hooded by Dr. Shinsuke Aguchi. James Ivey, Doctor of Philosophy and Art History, hooded by Dr. Raymond Hernandez. Timothy Ohlert, Doctor of Philosophy and Biology, hooded by Dr. Scott Collins. Taylor Britton, Doctor of Philosophy and Biology, hooded by Dr. David Hansen. Prayam Day, Doctor of Philosophy and Engineering, hooded by Dr. Stephen Bruick. Rosalind Carol Trujillo, Educational Doctorate in Educational Leadership, hooded by Dr. Allison Borden. Natalie Seiss, Educational Doctorate in Educational Leadership, hooded by Dr. Allison Borden. Michelle Lee, Educational Doctorate in Educational Leadership, hooded by Dr. Allison Borden. Jody Burche, Educational Doctorate in Educational Leadership, hooded by Dr. Allison Borden. Melanie Blea, Educational Doctorate in Educational Leadership, hooded by Dr. Allison Borden. Bishwat Kumar Bajar, PhD in Civil Engineering, hooded by Dr. Rafi Tarifter. Jordan Morales, Doctor of Philosophy and Special Education, hooded by Dr. Susan Copeland. Mary Jimerson, Doctor of Philosophy and Special Education, hooded by Dr. Kathy Chi. Hope Kitts, Doctor of Philosophy and Language, Literature, and Sociocultural Studies, hooded by Dr. Kathy Chi. Rajana Dongi, Doctor of Philosophy and Chemistry, hooded by Dr. John Barnes. Dax Crum, Doctor of Philosophy and Physical Education, Sports and Exercise Science, hooded by Dr. John Barnes. Margaret Wilkins, Doctor of Philosophy and Physical Education, Sports and Exercise Science, hooded by Dr. John Barnes. Jangwan Choi, Doctor of Philosophy and Physical Education, Sports and Exercise Science, hooded by Dr. Allison Smith. Sue Wilder, Doctor of Philosophy and Organizational Learning and Instructional Technology, hooded by Dr. Lani Gunawarinda. Leah Hardesty, Doctor of Philosophy and Organizational Information and Learning Sciences, hooded by Dr. Gunawarinda. Nicole Kubanek, Doctor of Philosophy and Psychology, hooded by Dr. Lynette Abrams Silva. Misty Thomas, Doctor of Philosophy and English, hooded by Dr. Bethany Davila. Melissa Garcia, Doctor of Philosophy and English, hooded by Dr. Bethany Davila. Ibrahim Damir, Doctor of Philosophy and Educational Linguistics, hooded by Dr. Carlos Lopez Leyva. Kandakar Nusruslat Islam, Doctor of Philosophy and Engineering, hooded by Dr. Jane Lair. Justin Smith, Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical Engineering, hooded by Dr. Jane Lair. Christina Marie Sorensen Albright, Doctor of Philosophy in Organizational Information and Learning Sciences, hooded by Dr. Fran Wilkinson. Eliberto Calderon, Doctor of Philosophy in Organizational Information and Learning Sciences, hooded by Dr. Fran Wilkinson. Kevin Berry, Doctor of Pharmacy, hooded by Dr. William Gannon. Ryan Valdez, Doctor of Pharmacy, hooded by Dr. Donald Godwin. Masa Mafi, Doctor of Philosophy in Teaching, Learning, and Teacher Education, hooded by Dean Arash Mafi. Tell Hansel to come up. Tell Hansel to come up.
What's that?
Tell Hansel. Peterson Moyo, Doctor of Philosophy in Teaching, Learning, and Teacher Education, hooded by Dr. Dean Hansel Burley. Dasa Daniel, Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor Education, hooded by Dr. Stephanie McIver.
Provost Holloway and Executive Vice President Ziodonis will now present the candidates for master's degrees.
Will the candidates for master's degrees from the Anderson School of Management, the School of Architecture and Planning, the College of Arts and Sciences, the College of Education and Human Sciences, the School of Engineering, the College of Fine Arts, Interdisciplinary Programs, the School of Law, Public Administration, and College of Libraries and University Libraries and Learning Sciences, please rise. Madam President, it is my honor to present these candidates who, upon completion of their academic requirements, are recommended by the University of New Mexico faculty to the Regents for their respective degrees. Dr. Ziodonis.
Will the candidates for the master's degree from the School of Medicine, College of Nursing, College of Pharmacy, and College of Population Health, please rise. Madam President, it is my honor to present these candidates who, upon completion of their academic requirements, are recommended by the University of New Mexico faculty to the Regents for their respective degrees.
I hereby confer upon you your respective degrees with all the rights, honors, and responsibilities pertaining to them. Congratulations to all of you. be seated, and as directed by the marshals, will our master's degree candidates please come forward to be recognized?
David Savadra. Christopher Vigil. Andres Kwan. Kenneth Vince Garcia. David Francisco Ibarra Davila. Lina Agad. Erica Diaz. Eileen Arroyos Huizar. Christina Light. Lucas Bierig. Jeanette Perales. Eduardo Soriano. Darcy Metro. Amanda Carroll. Alex Ruggiero. Leonard L.J. Ruggiero. Emily Caroline Cosby. Jenny Holmes. Tali Vargo. Esteban Atencio. Jethro Suavely. Brianna Horvath. Jade Altid. Vijay Najarajan. Connor Johnston. Jason Sharp. Jaden Norton. Janai Troy. Rio Hatin. Rebecca Isabella Kebe Lanes. Lillian Igodown. Cameron Smith. Teresa Alexandra Henkel. Hadam Baba. Brianna Russell. Aliyah Shutiva. Malia Vanessy. Iris Reese. Jacqueline Martinez. Priscilla Chacon Martinez. Joshua Merrill. Julia Lucero. Lourdes Ortiz. Alan Valadez Arredondo. Nathaniel Charging. Brian Cutler. John Salcedo. Rajesh Kaul. Asma Batul. Layla Ruck. Lauren Martinez.
Anna Ochoa Luna. Brittany Carbajal. Caitlin Derridin. Aline Eurico Badillo Carrillo. James Contreras. Scott Sanchez. Kevin Sherwin. Benjamin Davis. Bryson Carroll. Natanya Kita. Howard Griego. Benjamin Turnley. Alisa Marie Chavez. Shane Headstream. Lindsay McMillan. Chantel Trujillo. Caitlin Marujo. Samaya Naderi. Lena Jang. Brian Weaver. Dominique Tenorio. Tomas Gutierrez. Hope Gill. Caroline Boovy. Liam O'Brien. Liana Crowley. Allison Judd. Satchel Ben. Natalie Avitia. Gerardo Martinez Luna. Dominic Baca. Darcy Riddle. Aidana Bayusan. Daria Bulgova. Ian Lewis. Jessica Wolf. Joelle Hernandez. Velma Begay. Gisette Aboy Reyna. True Zhu. Ryan Martin. Aspen Mays. Daniel Gatch. Denisa Posen. Andrea Goodsbergson. Catherine Heine. Matthew Meyer. Ariana Sanchez. Brianna Sanchez. Rainier Rodriguez. Ever Orozco Perea.
Hunter Wheatcraft. Samuel Lutz. Desa Silhova. Sarah Schwenke. Raymond Anaya. Aaron Coughlin Hostick. Rose Collins. Cassandra Dierks. Sean Plumer. Ricardo Lujan. Sean Kelly. Elias Marquez. Alexander Shuri. Carl Redman. Bruno Sadala Roque Guermayas. Aaron Mitchell. Luis Galarza. Tylee Griego. Lisa Marie Ortiz. Tara Brooks. Dong Doc Tien Wen. Efren Torres. Perbendra Yogi. Ashley Bowman. Jacinto Temelatzen Sanchez. Damon Nieto. Madison Ganya. Hunter Atwood. Dina Duran. Vanessa Roybal. Ethan Darwin. Arthur Wallace. Brittany Teston. Grace Braden. Elizabeth Encinias. Maya Lazaro. Tatiana Gurule. Rudy Montoya. Carla Santos. Ashley Martinez. Valerie Collins. Monique Casimiro. Lucia Gomez Vaughn. Jeffrey Phipps. Yaseline Cordova. Matthew Montoya. Linda Henderson. Chev Ali Khan. Jocelyn Segovia. Kylie Aragon. Petra Brown. Georgiana Nkub. McKinley Nippy John. Andrea Duarte Madrazo.
Jasmine Ann Kiambo. Erica Faulkner. Jeremy Alide. Nubia Cineresos. Topazio Barron. Adrian Doman. Francesca Pacheco. Judith Richardson. Renata Yazi. Tanushri Srinath. Olachian Anafoswe. Frank Garcia. Brett Nakasima. Haithai Tan La. Da'ali Roberts. Lizzie Portillo. Harnuhade Bojel. Nareen Farah Alimas. Farah Adams. That's not what I said, but okay. Rita Benedict. Chantel Bollinger. Valapatir Faltis. Claudia Cardenas. Is that it?
Executive Vice President Doug Ziodonis and Provost James Holloway will introduce the Dean of each school and college, who will in turn present their candidates for bachelor's degrees. When all candidates, I know this is the big one, when all candidates from all schools and colleges have been presented, we will confer all of the undergraduate degree candidates.
May Dean Michael Richards please come to the podium and present the candidates for the bachelor's degree in the School of Medicine.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Emergency Medical Services, Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Sciences, Bachelor of Science in Dental Hygiene, and Bachelor of Science in Radiological Sciences please rise? Congratulations.
Please be seated. Thank you. May Dean Christine Casper please come to the podium and present the candidates for the bachelor's degree from the College of Nursing. And we want you to all stay here in New Mexico and work in our hospital.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing please rise? Congratulations.
Please be seated. Dean Godwin, will you present the candidates for the bachelor's degree from the College of Pharmacy?
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Pharmaceutical Sciences please rise? Congratulations.
Thank you. May Director Christine Tullisrup please come to the podium and present the candidates for the bachelor degrees from the College of Population Health.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelors of Science in Population Health please rise? Congratulations.
Please be seated. Dean Mitzi Montoya will present the candidates for bachelor's degrees from the Anderson School of Management.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelors of Business Administration please rise? Congratulations.
And we want you all to start businesses here in New Mexico. Please be seated. Dean Robert Gonzalez will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the School of Architecture and Planning.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelors of Arts in Architecture and Bachelors of Arts in Environmental Planning and Design please rise? Congratulations.
Congratulations. Please be seated. Dean Arash Mafi will present the candidates for bachelor's degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science in the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? Congratulations.
Please be seated. Dean Hansel Burley will present candidates for bachelor's degrees from the College of Education and Human Sciences.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts in Education, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Education please rise? Congratulations.
Please be seated. Dean Christos Christodoulou will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the School of Engineering.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the one and only School of Engineering at UNM please rise? Congratulations.
Please be seated. Dean Harris Smith will present candidates for bachelor's degrees from the College of Fine Arts.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts,
Bachelor of Music, and Bachelor of Music Education. Please rise. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Dean Eric Lau will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the Honors College.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Liberal Arts and the minor, distinction, and designation in Honors Interdisciplinary Liberal Arts please rise? Congratulations.
Please be seated. Dean Lau will now present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from University College.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Arts and Bachelor of Integrative Studies and Innovation in University College please rise? Congratulations.
Please be seated. Dean Leo Lowe will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the College of University Libraries and Learning Sciences.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Instructional Technology and in Training please rise? Congratulations.
Will all bachelor's and associate degree candidates from all undergraduate programs at the University of New Mexico please rise? Madam President, on behalf of Executive Vice President Zadonis and myself, it is now our honor to present all bachelor and associate degree candidates who, upon completion of their academic requirements, are recommended by the University of New Mexico faculty to the Regents for their respective degrees.
I hereby confer upon you your respective degrees with all of the rights, honors, and responsibilities pertaining to them. Congratulations. You may be seated. As directed by the marshals, will our undergraduate degree candidates please come forward to be recognized?
Jordan Charlie. Riley Theriot. Kara Sitteris. Jeremiah Devet. Monica Schenk. Courtney Succini.
Gregory Christopher Romero.
Crystal Chi.
Alejandra Chaparro Rodriguez.
Israel Castillo.
Chasu Chalar.
Erica Dunson.
Stasia Maestas.
Madison Ramkowski.
Melanie Thompson.
John Adams.
Elida Martinez Jaramillo.
Evan Peak.
Devin Pohl.
Elanda King.
Samantha Mora.
Lily Sullivan.
Alicia Galas Portio.
Jade Torres.
Yari Martinez Jaramillo.
Vicente Vargas.
Raylin Quintana.
Alyssa Martinez.
Robin Carrillo Ortiz.
Tiffany Tutchin.
Tammy Weeks.
Adriana Gonzalez.
Julissa Talavera Morales.
Taylor Dillinger.
Alana Urbina.
Travis Langton.
Gerald Sanchez.
Karina Bayardo.
Holly Reimholtz.
Renata Bennett Perez.
Tanisha Nelson.
Irma Gonzalez.
Marlene Varela Chavez.
Winter Flack.
Carrie-Ann Mollett.
Mariah Lujan.
Ada Naheda.
Andrew Chen.
Kyle Tipgas.
Audrey Ekman.
Dominic Wen.
Zane Polly Ume.
Brianna Salas.
Paola Ramirez Ravacude.
Justin Myers.
Paris Ruel.
Nicholas Mall.
Catherine Fernandez.
Isabel Garcia Gallegos.
Sadie Baca.
Justine May Pascual.
Ruben Guadian.
Kari Loera.
Janelle Padehag.
Farin Harvey.
Alexis Areola.
Noah Yoshida.
Annalie Morales.
Jacob Dacus.
Benjamin Tabachek.
Kenny Padilla.
Cal Carey.
Isela Andrade.
Kimberly Cabreras Meneses.
Matthew Hanna.
Cassidy Howe.
Rebecca Pat.
Lauren Taylor.
Cather Sofan.
Jeanette Herrera.
Melissa Joe.
Elijah Lopez.
Cindy J. Palacios.
Diego Holguin.
Ryan Richard Griego.
Sean Arguello.
Ethan Swanberg.
Corey Hen.
Ellen Becca Dominguez Apura.
Mariana Jimenez Gonzalez.
Joe Christine Dominguez Apura.
Danielle Vigil.
Nathaniel Gonzalez.
Caitlin Gardner.
Ife Sanya.
Alexis Chavez.
Agustina Adewebi Sanya.
Aiden Leba.
Brittany Ben Yazi.
Taylor Harris.
Nayeli Larios.
Jesselyn Gomez.
Trinity Blom.
Alexis Valdez.
Serenity Barnes.
Michaela Gonzalez.
Trevor Bass.
Lori Black.
Candace Blue.
Julia Honeycutt.
Kylie Otero.
Brisa Chavez.
Gabriela Ogin.
Lynette Dean.
Alyssa Flores.
Valerie Hoffner Gutierrez.
Katie Shaw.
Sydney Moore.
Tayana Chavez.
Rhonda Hall.
Kelsey Sadalek.
Alicia Trujillo.
David Mardo III.
Katrina Neasley.
Ramira Frey,
Nicole Burciaga,
Fallon Blackbull,
Victoria Trujillo,
Shanoa Scipio,
Jared Mills,
Ariana Arvizo,
Haley Torres,
Adriana Rael,
Rowan Rosen,
Guadalupe Moreno,
Dominic Valenzuela,
Kylie Searser,
Nicholas Garcia,
Sandra Salazar,
McKinley Gibbons,
Ariana Yu,
Brandon Harris,
Marcella Ettinger, Shayla
Julia
Bentley,
Chavez,
Shayla Bentley,
Brianna Allen,
Rochelle Yazzie,
Ninel Hernandez,
Skylin Olvera,
Dakota Fetter,
Mesa Walters,
Cassandra Capanosi,
Cassie Rowe,
Monserrat Rodriguez Rico,
Anesti Hermenes,
Melissa Dor Rodriguez,
Yamaleth Ruiz Alvarez,
Brenda Perez Porras,
Natalie Nieco Jimbalvo,
Rachel Carlson,
Jenny Trent,
Cameron Dueñas,
Alexandra Vigil,
Dominica Nieto,
Kaimina Anchondo,
Isaac Martinez,
Garrett M. Vigil,
Kenneth Bustos,
Catherine McDaniels,
Ryan McGinty,
Joseph Marler,
Miranda Roach,
Brooke L. Vigil,
Jasmine Lopez,
Demetrios George Morris,
Brittany Harris,
Aaliyah Gorder Dotson,
Carlos Duran,
Madison Robinette, Benjamin Chavez,
Vanessa Clinton,
Colson Baker,
Jordan Maez,
Chelsea Heffinger,
Austin Burnell,
Hyun Pham, Courtney Thomas,
Isaiah Griego,
Puripan Saniwu,
Adrian Leon,
Danya Hart,
Adriana Sanchez,
Joel Stepp,
David Hart,
Brendan Dobbs,
Lisette Camarillo,
Nicholas Wyman,
Aaron Ceseñas,
Mia Speckled Rock,
Aurora Areola,
William Schemerer,
Sufandia Biggs,
Jennifer Nunez,
Aaron White,
Lily Reimholz,
Cassie Baca,
Andrew Peace,
Angela Griego,
Tracy Wynn,
Michael Johnson,
Dania Hajazi,
Nicholas Baguette,
Matthew Zamora,
Quinlan Pope,
Ashley Lopez,
Indica Simpson,
Derek Romero,
Benjamin Bach,
William Fiala,
Mason Chappelle,
Ryan Gonzalez Martinez,
Tessa Dalo,
Koi Mai,
Ma Angelica Hesa Narvaez,
Jessica Lean,
Ashlyn Vigil,
Jacqueline Tolth,
Sydney Garnenes,
Kevin Pohl,
Clint Pete,
Shirley Mildred Galavis,
Brenna Bishop,
Jasmine Jackson,
Vasara Kulbis,
Martina Mercur,
Matilda Jacobson,
Riley Tarman,
Ashley Atencio.
Kevin Henry.
Zoe Davies Henderson.
Andrew Zhang.
Robert Mailer.
Clarissa Morales Chacon.
Jacqueline Gutierrez.
Nigel Damian Reyes.
Christopher Baudet.
Luis Estrada.
Alex Espinosa.
Ramon Perez.
Naomi Benavides.
Matthew Cedillos.
Alexandra Velasco.
Chance Womack.
Haley War Gomez.
Annalise Chacon.
Georgia Harris.
Edward Lucero.
Mariah Quigley.
Evan Lucero.
Philip Yazi.
Wyatt Sager.
Roy Petruca.
Jose Alfonso Apura.
Brandon Gonzalez.
Casey Elizondo.
Nathan Gonzalez.
How Wen.
Rebecca Rodriguez.
Tatsuya Saito.
Felicity Montoya.
Stephanus J. Wang.
Shannon Stevenson.
Yu Young.
Karen Galindo.
Keegan Wen.
Trey Benally.
Leroy Valencia.
Tyler Blanche.
Ryan Powell.
Maria Canas Madera.
Eric Crozier.
Stephanie Moulton.
Ashley Kradiger.
Sabrina Slauson.
Sergio David Macias Mata.
Giselle Cereceres Barrera.
Matthew Farmer.
Evan Parker.
Meiling Traeger.
David Hoba.
Damian Franco.
Maud Bara Adawi.
Samuel Cox.
Zachary Ondrasek.
Dominic Leosi.
Justin Bell.
Alexander Salazar.
Grant Latham.
John Ryan Romo.
Alexandra Hurst. Stephen Showalter. Alexander Nakla. Gannon Chavez. Adam Smith. Joaquin Espitia Candelaria.
Clarissa Molina.
Clarissa Garcia.
Elizabeth Luna Wimberly.
Francisco Burrell Arangua.
Adeline Frey.
Jamini Sahu.
Ernesto Roybal.
Noah Garcia.
Daniel Castello.
Alexis Sanchez.
Adam Helmick.
Jalen Lee.
Roxana Garcia.
Jared Smith.
Treg Key.
Giancomo Musanti.
Lindsay Cuthbert.
Isaac Walker.
Jordan Dish.
Alexander Mitchev.
Jehu Soto Jr.
Seth Haley.
Julian Ortega.
Dominic Thompson.
Tatum Chelsea Bernardini.
Elizabeth Shepard.
Edwina Peel.
Tyler Mitchell.
Miguel Lopez.
Juan Pablo Eras Rivera.
Onyedika Ogbuma Otununya.
Skylar Oglesby.
Alexandra Vasquez.
Paul Tice.
Jesse Lee.
Brian Michael Tice.
Jude Gutierrez.
Matthew Salcido.
Kenny Long.
Juan Alejandro Ormaza Rojas.
Juliet Velhagen.
Chelsea McAdam.
Trenton Del Ferraro.
Teresa Gamblin.
Daniel Lee.
Natasha Trujillo.
Ryan Sittu,
Manuel Lerma,
Giovanni Quioda,
Vanessa Zamora,
Jason Jang,
Wacy Sam,
Rudovich Ramos,
Dominic Duran,
Naomi Valdez,
Alexis Hendrickson,
Dana Lee,
Jordan Sanchez,
Kara Logan,
Victoria Anderson,
Jared White,
Brandon Macy,
Karen Taran Rascoan,
Patrick Miller,
Jacob Ortega,
Ozzy Guerrero,
Madison Hochrein,
Michael Ludwig,
Angelica Solis,
Zara Altamimi,
Joseph Barbara,
Kenneth Archibek Jr.,
Emery Ryan,
Harrison Smith III,
Elizabeth Nail,
Matthew Birchfield,
Noah Lucero,
Andres Gonzalez,
Matthew Zink,
Emily Lopez,
John Wasilowski,
Enoch Holloway,
Preston Brawley,
Rachel Angel,
Gabriella O'Keefe,
Robert Sean Richer, Angelica
Beatrice
Romero,
Nisoli,
Richard Fairbanks,
Ethan Sandwise,
Zoe Smith,
Spencer Butler,
Jenny Lee,
Michael Quintana,
Hillary Ramoso,
Christopher Martinez,
Jahir Canedo Zarazuza,
Trevor Womack,
Brian Baez Moreno,
Ashley Hearns,
David Natanaba,
Cole Burke,
Sean Traina,
Brandon Wynn,
Phoebe Welke,
Jennifer Evans,
Autumn Pilcher,
Jorge Montes Rodriguez,
David Jenkins,
Taylor Holly,
Amanda Romero,
Emily Lynch,
Michael Romero,
Raydel Lozano,
Henry Smith,
Matthew Anguiano,
Gabriella Wilson,
Jessica Murray,
Asia Hernandez,
Danya Estrada,
Mariana Barros,
Nayeli Sanchez Nevares,
Kaylee Redmond,
Alexis Rue,
Angel Samuel Fernandez,
Alma Bonilla,
Marcus Amerson,
Zachary Hooker,
Tomas Martinez,
Jack Howard,
Shania Jurado,
Elena Estrada,
Dion Kurt Watson,
Jennifer Campos Carrera,
Chris Satu,
Licia Salazar,
Kadeem Ladu,
Naija Kuzmar,
Abdul Al-Shamari,
Fatima Awad,
Ryan Lesperance,
Donald Love,
Benjamin Gutierrez,
Isaiah Baca,
Yang Xuan Fang,
London Wilder,
Sheree Burris,
Siana Tercero,
Seamus Alacio,
Autumn Lee,
Julia Ross,
Reina Solomon,
Felice Martinez,
Valerie Fong,
Angelica Medina,
Alex Malhotra.
Noah Vigil.
Corey Collier.
Vanessa Frank.
Deborah Drew.
Jack Anderson.
Ellie Bobchak.
Justin Height.
Mercedes Armenta.
Zarek Plake.
Noah Martinez.
Autumn Archuleta.
Sean Johnson Latham.
Justin Farr.
Anita Gomez.
John Lucas Gregerson.
Emma Trevino.
Desmond Black.
Jordan Meadows.
William McBride.
Roman Babcock.
Jacob Gabaldon.
Natalie Renfro.
Chase Wilson.
Joaquin Ramirez.
Carl Francis Encarnacion.
Angelita Morales.
Amanda Jarsimba.
Sofia Salvato.
Faith Nixon.
Brenda Garcia.
Magali Carmona.
Diana Garcia.
Eva Richardson.
Lindsay Gear.
Samantha Silentman.
Tyler Blair.
Miranda Connors.
Elizabeth Aguiar.
Eduardo Soto Orozco.
Evan Gonzalez.
Esteban Padilla.
Estrella Madrid.
Jaden Trujillo.
Kimberly Amador.
Alex Sanchez.
Maxwell Randall.
Jacob Chavez.
Caleb Wallace.
Austin Dusenberry.
Adam Clary.
Natalia Lozoya.
Melanie Ramirez.
Savannah Henshaw.
William Koo.
Ferris Elkader.
Bianca Solis Alvarez.
Thomas Walsh.
Sabrina Meyer.
Rachel Thomas.
Annette Velasco.
Veronica Lay.
Jessica Ramirez Morales.
Victoria Sanchez.
Sloan Moulton.
Pete Talamante Jr.
Paige Zamora.
Alec Flores.
Andrea Romero.
Matthew Gonzalez.
Ryla Cantorgino.
Madsen Hagel.
Matthew Goldman.
Chemo Thomas.
Kristen Strohsnyder.
Max Bruton.
Luke Stoltzfus.
Fidan Kirimili.
Elise Paul.
Christopher Leba.
Carla Mier.
Morgan Guzman.
Maya Petosa.
Samantha Narvis.
Yvonne Morales.
Samantha Gregory.
Tom Limonovich.
Douglas Nastaway.
Antonio Serrano Rodriguez.
Whale Quaice.
Doug Rodriguez.
Gabriel Ogin Villalobos.
Max Fraboni.
Jake Line Claridge.
Morgan Hagman.
Safizel Karki.
Cruz Garcia.
Sophia Civils.
Sophia Aldoret.
Ruby Baker.
Maricela Sandoval.
Caitlin Bennett.
Elena Flores Aguirre.
Brianna Flores.
Brittany Fleming.
Raymond Roybal.
Hannah Herring.
Samson Dew.
Haley Gibson.
Pablo Spitzer.
Solana Armijo.
Yen Win.
Andres Vasquez.
Enaway Shao.
Veronica Sanchez.
Cassandra Vasquez.
Sadie Rose Sayers.
Ryan Aguirre.
Renee Reyes.
Matthew Sandvig.
Madison Sandoval.
Catherine Chinana.
Alexis Ortiz.
Melanie Sanchez.
Jaden Flores.
Sophia Guerin.
Isabel Strawn.
Wilbert Reyes Cruz.
Jacob Perry.
Richard Velasquez.
Mark Loera.
Blake Heedy.
Thomas Tran.
Adam Aguirre.
Marissa Sotelo.
Cody Begay.
Brianna Wilberto.
Angelica Macias.
Abriana Romero.
Yashida Ortiz.
Mia Lucero.
Isaiah Yazi.
Anthony Aveda Lopez.
Hannah Smith.
Timothy Demetrio Montoya.
Cassandra Gregos.
Courtney Phillips.
Hannah Iracheta.
Blake Goldberg.
Chloe Jaramillo.
Brenda Lizarraga.
Rihanna Spiger.
Jonica Leon.
Alyssa Hamilton.
Caitlin Ulibari.
Crystal Chapman.
Angel McCowan.
Anna Waika.
And Kufre McIver.
Ian Tibbetts.
Danielle Biguet.
Darnell Tyler.
Alexandria Farrell.
Elizabeth Hernandez Silva.
Ryan Magaha.
Roselia Harrison.
Dylan Werner.
Amy Kine.
Brian Hall.
Kyla Fugate.
Xavier Torres.
Matthew Clelteca.
Jack Saloayo.
Aaron Flumang.
Nolan McKim.
Jared Weaver.
Jack Stewart.
Jeremy Granfors.
Ignacio Ruggier.
Michael Yunnan.
Dixie Lakami.
Nicholas Garrison.
Jerry Trujillo.
Karami Tapia Flores.
Wesley Myers.
Alexandria Lee.
Samantha Morley.
Rebecca James.
Francis Grishkina Santangelo.
Adan Martinez.
Erica Blackman.
Isaac Gonzalez.
Dominique Martinez.
Patrick J. Narvaez.
Desmond McDermott.
Anthony Velasquez.
Aiden Kelly.
Craig Sule.
Santana Dominguez.
Luis Rodriguez Jara.
Jaden Lopez.
Trevor Orgill.
Aliyah Quintana.
Tony Wilson.
Ashley Lopez.
Caleb Lybrook.
Isabella Wrights.
Argentina Ogas Lozoya.
Monica Daniels.
Morgan Ifferson.
Tori Mirzajewski.
Daniel Gaxiola Ciantron.
Manuel de Herrera.
Samantha Rice.
Serenity Maestas.
Brennan Wright.
Kaylee Marshall.
Monique Vaquera.
Maricela Westmeyer.
Luis de Vargas.
Mariah Lujan.
Raylene Moore.
Kion Tom.
Robert Torres.
Cameron Lamar.
Megan Gleason.
Maritza Vasquez.
Megan Garcia.
Asia Corona.
David Morton.
Alana Robinson.
Yeg Du.
Daniel Gonzalez de Royal.
Mei Jin.
Kyle Hodgkins.
Tobias Godwin.
Aisha Caldwell.
Alyssa Benali.
Sandra Porter.
Greta Gannon.
Megan Stump.
Sophia Mejias Archibald.
Lena Lee.
Aiden Langley.
Savannah Glass.
Sadie Bachman.
Christian Perez.
Vince Navarrete.
George Stroll.
Rebecca Robb.
Roberta Aguilar.
Alexander Johnson.
Michelle Alvarado.
Ramon Espinosa.
Maya Herrera.
Dylan Poirier.
Emily Avalucea.
Robert Damian Akridge.
Isaiah Lujan.
Sky Hembry.
Allegra Velasquez.
Russell Casados II.
Taysir Ali.
Shelby Snowberger.
Destiny Thompson.
Terrell Bruce.
Amber Price.
Liana Rankin.
Samantha Maestas.
Trinity Leonard.
Andrea Naranjo.
Joshua Mike Bitta.
Edgar Ramirez.
Chantel Varela.
Julia Starkey.
Amaya Feinstein.
Emily Ortega.
Eric Olvera.
Kristen Sandoval.
Haley Tolleson.
Rita Saraceno.
Savannah Ramirez.
Kaya Gachapin.
Aubrey Sandoval.
Kylene Gachapin.
Sophia Maloney.
Estea Michelle.
Deanna Kimsey.
Stacy Taro.
Amina Mugid.
Joseph Wagner.
Omar Jawad.
Sean Lones.
Samuel Archambault.
Ryan Regalado.
Autumn Shields.
Suha Musa.
Abigail Clausen.
Emma Holtz.
Antonio Didios.
Abigail Garcia Huff.
Jacob Rodriguez.
Cameron Ward.
Felix Volkman.
Maya Maldonado.
Lucas Drake.
Sarah Ann Polson.
Nate Griego.
Rebecca Hobart.
Kelsey McLean.
Peyton Fowler.
Hannah Austin.
David Atkin.
Avery Rogers.
Raven Otero Symphony.
Alex Galindo.
Jessica Campos.
Raina Harper.
Joshua Williamson.
Benjamin Sherry.
Lisa Coe.
Aiden Woodall.
Christelle Yonoso.
Leona Walters.
Norman Joe Benavides.
Helena Arvizu.
Sofia Vargas.
Matt Mesivov.
Emily Ninesinger.
Elijah Curl.
Alika Medina.
Tobin Pirayesh Townsend.
Marissa Cabanillas.
Christina Romero.
Madeline Mares.
April Zachary.
Isabella Baca.
Jordan Begay.
Margarita Cias.
Brooke Muir.
Rebecca Ladino.
Ian Baker.
Ethan Cato Wilson.
Andrew Nikos.
Carlos Garcia.
Peter Zist.
Kayleen Torres.
Alish Dogra.
Jade Gonzalez.
Isaac Curl.
Ariana Nava.
Patrick McClellan.
Catherine Maston.
Luis Romero.
Giselle Chavez.
Alondra Ramos.
Hunter Boyden.
Haley Boone.
Estefany Morales.
Hannah Donna.
Naomi Grado.
Olivia Simony.
Haoje Chen.
Josiah Anaya.
Brianna Edie.
Michelle Nicole Garcia.
Jalen Salisbury.
Carmen Alejandro.
China Watson.
Tanique.
Naomi Quetzalcoatl. No, I was waiting on the horns.
Tanique Callahan.
Asia Brown. Isaiah Mesa.
Carson Jordan.
Abigail Grunoth.
Andrew Gober.
Lila Baca.
Serena Bueno.
Alexis Ortiz.
Sydney Rivera.
Heaven Salas.
Madeline Trujillo.
Aaliyah Corbett.
Lamis Munji Kahala.
Stephen Alcala.
Malaya Hoosers.
Adam Phelps Romero.
Angelica Barela.
Ashanti Antonio.
America Yasmin Baca Miyamoto.
Mikhail Begay Harlan.
Sabrina Quintana Matz.
Shaunis Baker.
Chexid Portillo.
Tristan Lively.
Alicia Vigil.
Sky Van Zant.
Marissa Munoz.
Evelina Michelle.
Raven Villa.
Matuke Fomokang.
Daryl Ames.
Lauren Candlin.
Mario Vega Jr.
Annie Mitchum.
Chantel Lucero.
Allison Murphy.
Selena Chacon.
Delia Sanchez.
Seville Solis.
Caitlin Cheromaya.
Emily Woody.
Genesis Baliette.
Tristan Martinez.
Mingyu Liu.
Taylor Aguilar.
Cecilia Bernal.
Xavier Vigil.
Jennifer Bork.
Jajet Lynn Sanchez. Chavez.
Viviana Mirandes Marcus.
Christian Dromer.
Jeanette De Dios.
Isabel Padilla.
Riley Gustafson.
Elena Espinosa.
Ignacio Arcaya.
Zuli Fornelli Bettis.
Blanca Araceli Borunda.
Jarell Nosi.
Mariposa Chudson.
Olivia Moss.
Danny Feaster.
Brandon Lopez.
Emma Mitchell.
Haley Goheen.
Darlene Gallegos.
Diego Montoya.
Savannah Brady.
Savannah Sears.
Melissa Nava Martinez.
Michelle Porter.
Mika Khan Nguyen.
Lauren Chaffins.
Oluwatobiloba Erinle.
Chloe Clark.
Ashley Varela.
Soraya Warito.
Paula Martinez.
Tyus James.
Savannah Archuleta.
Avanti Brown.
Patricia Ruby.
Maria Torres.
Cameron Silva.
Viridiana Mendoza Rodriguez.
Hannah Beck.
Mariana Medina.
Julie Ameanua.
Sarah Sue Richard.
Carrie Marchant.
Samantha Cossel.
Brittany Bravo.
Menelba S. Abeta.
Sarah Hersey.
Carmelita Valdez.
Camila Ivana Ruiz.
Evelyn Cortez.
Monica Barboa.
Gilbert Mediovillo.
Samuel Webb.
Sarah Sadler.
Rachel Bauer.
Sharon Henio Yazi.
Atana Shannon.
Lisa Lucati.
Erin Luna.
Maria Westfall.
Isabella Neyos.
Carlene Aragon.
Olivia O'Keefe.
Brianne S. Maestas.
Jennifer Garcia Mendoza.
Tessa Gomez.
Vania Olivas Maldonado.
Paulina McGurvin Plaza.
Sofia Jenkins Nieto.
Daisy Carrasco.
Nicole Roberts.
Sarah Elizabeth Weichler.
Larissa Payne.
Tanya Savadra Martinez.
Ariana Armijo.
Jonathan Cisneros.
Carla Vanessa Ferrer Hurtado.
Deja Nez.
Julio Chavez.
Randall Tom.
Abel Treviso.
Amanda Rose Rubio.
Amalia Wilson.
Krishana Nichols.
Jessica Adams.
Esteban Estrada.
Cheyenne Weaver.
Daniela Rivera.
Jack Ambarayan.
Beatrice Adriana Carrasco.
Zoe Pearls.
Antonio Gonzalez.
Shelby Langley.
Emma Griego.
Aaron Mancha.
Tristan Van Cleve. Peyton Strambler. Justin Harris.
Paula Maldonado.
Joshua Cole.
Dean Roberts.
Isaiah Pettis.
Rebecca Tarrin.
David Wilkins Brown.
Annalisa Chavez.
Lakeisha McCullough.
Amy Ruibal.
Soria Goloversik.
Antonella Riega.
Carlton Charles.
Erica Chavez.
Shuru Ding.
Diane Zawadi.
Juliana Reyes.
Diana
Ordaz.
Medrano.
Viola Ramos.
Vanessa Garcia.
Erin Saunders.
Leslie Bachman.
Katie Murden.
Priscilla Magallanes.
Estrella Gonzalez.
Paulina Prieto Robles.
Gavin Jornigan.
Haley Spano.
Allison Leggett.
Elizabeth Smith.
Roger Trujillo II.
Dominique Pacheco.
Gabriel Gallegos.
Patricia Campos Muro.
Evelyn Chavez.
Brooke Palmer.
Saquon Singleton.
Melody Begay.
Brianna Salcido.
Trey Riley.
Samantha Ramirez.
Selena Griego.
Sierra Aragon.
Cassandra Peters.
Bailey Garrettson.
Alyssa Rivera,
Tara Frank,
Cynthia Gonzalez,
Karen Valadez Arredondo, Paris Iturbi, Ramona Gallegos, Clarissa Sosi, Jesselyn Strader, Rayanne Chavez, Marissa Josette Vigil, Jonah Micah Judy,
Look at this. Let's give them all a round of applause. Each of our graduates and all of us in the university community know that there are many people who've played a vital role in the support and encouragement of our graduates during their academic careers. We would like to recognize them. First, we'd like to recognize the faculty of the University of New Mexico. Our faculty is instrumental in making this day possible. Today's graduates can attest to how faculty have encouraged, supported, and expected the best from them. Their dedication has helped our graduates achieve the accomplishments we now celebrate. Will the faculty please rise to be recognized? Thank you. As individuals and as a group, you've put in the work, the time, and the effort it takes to get here. Each of you is in fact extraordinary, but we all know that the strongest thing about Lobos is the pack that supports you. And so we want to recognize those who made certain that you did not set forth on this journey alone. For all those watching this ceremony online, this is your moment too. And we thank you for the encouragement and support you have given and continue to give to this day. I'm so honored to share a message from a few of those proud families.
Hey, Haley.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Adam. Hi, Papa. Congratulations on graduating.
Congratulations to all of you Lobos. Crushing it!
You persevered through COVID, online courses, long hours studying.
You are kicking butt at life. You're totally rocking it.
All your hard work and dedication has finally paid off.
You've made all the right choices. You've worked so hard, and we couldn't be any more proud.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you.
We are literally so proud of you.
Because of the hard work that you put in, the dedication.
Because of your commitment to obtain your Bachelor of Arts degree.
That you completed your master's, and we knew you could do it.
You are such a great teacher, and you're going to make a difference in all of your students' lives.
You're going to be such a great nurse, and your patients are going to be so lucky to have you care for them.
We know how hard you've worked to get to this point.
All the hard work and sacrifice has paid off.
You did it!
So go out there and have some fun. This is just the beginning.
Congratulations!
Go Lobos!
Go Lobos!
Go Lobos!
Go Lobos!
Will all the parents of members of our graduating classes that are here today please rise? Will those who are husbands, wives, partners, children, please all stand? Husbands, wives, partners, and children. Finally, grandparents, grandchildren, uncles, aunts, sisters, brothers, extended family, all who have had a special relationship with a member of the graduating class, please rise. All of you are much more than guests here this morning, for you have been active participants in the events leading to this moment. Without your help, your patience, your encouragement, your willingness to sacrifice, many of our graduates might not be here. So we salute you. Now the moment you've been waiting for, the symbolic turning of the tassels. Graduates, please rise. As the final rite of commencement, please move your tassels from the right to the left side of your mortarboards. We welcome you to the ranks of the alumni of the University of New Mexico. Congratulations. Please remain standing and join Cameron Smith in singing the alma mater. The words are displayed on the screen. As new alumni, may the words take on a special and lasting meaning for you.
New Mexico, New Mexico, we sing to honor thee. This golden haze of college days will live in memory. This praise we sing will ever ring with truth and loyalty. New Mexico, your fame we know will last eternally.
This concludes the University of New Mexico's 2022 Spring Commencement Ceremony. The University Mace will now be removed by Faculty Senate President Coleman. He and University Secretary Middlebrook will lead our recessional. We ask that everyone remain in their seats while the platform party and our graduates depart from the arena. The recessional music will be performed by the Mariachi Tinampa.